Hi everyone. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a teacher prep video here to tell you a little bit about this project I'm just sending out, okay? Now, as you know, I put together a bag, a two-handle bag we're calling a school bag. The idea is that within this bag, they could bring school items that they would need, such as their water, a face mask, a glove, whatever we determine is the appropriate PPE. But they could have their keys, their bus pass, their driver's license, whatever they need. It would fit in here, and then it would sit on a shelf completely encased, not touching anything else. I've made it that size, okay? Now, at first glance, making something like this can be a little overwhelming, and I've tried to make the construction as simple as possible to minimize the amount of sewing they're going to be doing, because I know most of them are sewing this by hand. And I wanted to give you the broad overview of what I'm going to be instructing them to do and how we're going to be constructing this. So you have, even if you're not following along with them step by step, you kind of have the big idea where they're going to be in this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to be teaching them, instructing them, that first we're going to make the outside, then we're going to make the inside, and finally we're going to make the handles. Okay, we're going to do the outside, the inside, then the handles. Once they are done, surprise, they will actually have a pocket inside here. Okay, so let me give you a real quick skim look at how the construction of this goes. Okay. Oh, let me also back up and say some of the words we're going to be using that may be new to them that I haven't used in the previous projects is we're going to talk a little bit about size, and we're going to do small, medium, large. We're going to talk about how their fabric, they need a small piece, a medium piece, and a large piece. I'm also going to be talking about, fold in half. Fold in half. What is folding in half? And that would be a new concept for that haven't come out in the previous videos. Okay, so let me just give you the really quick view of how this project goes together. I hope that you'll be encouraged that it's not overwhelmingly difficult. So we're going to start with the outside, right? And I'm going to ask them to take their large fabric, put the right sides of it together. They're going to pin, and they're just going to sew it across there. When they're done this, they're going to then turn it back inside out and just lie it flat. Okay. We're going to be doing the very same thing with the medium-sized piece. Okay. I will show you the handle later. So here I have the a big piece that I've already have stitched together. So right, once they have it together, they put it so the beautiful side is outside, and they're just going to fold it together like that. Fold it in half, right? Okay. Here's the medium-sized piece. Again, they're going to do the very same thing, put it together, just one seam, and I'm going to have them fold in half, and I want them to mark their center. So I'm going to ask them to put a pin here and a pin there. Okay? So if they have this made and they've had this made, this is making the outside, this is making the inside. Now let me show you how we're going to put it together, okay? This could be challenging with my demonstration here. Okay. Oh, give me a moment, ladies. So they have it like this. They have their pin here, so we know that's center. Their pin here, so we know it's center. It's going to fold like this. Now we're going to take this big one and we're just going to put it right there. Put the center of it with the pin. And again, put the center with the pin. And then we're going to move it over like this. Let me get a couple more pins. So you can see that in real life. Let me show you what it looks like. Okay. This is the bag I made, right? So we have this, around this, it's like one great big sandwich. It needs to open here in the center and here in the center. I'm going to ask them, this is like step 12 or something. When they get there, they're going to sew it one side. They're going to sew it another side. Once they're done that, you turn it inside out. And they have a pocket inside. And their bag will be finished. All they'll need to do is sew on their handles at that point, okay? Now regarding their handles, again, it's going to be a simple folding technique to minimize the amount of sewing they have to do. So they will have a piece of fabric like this. And I will take this one off because you'll be able to see what I've done a little bit easier. Okay. So they have one great big wide piece of fabric. What I'm going to ask them to do is fold this one into the center. It doesn't have to be exact. Then they're going to fold this one into the center. And then they're going to fold the two centers together. And if they do this, they now only need to sew down one side of this fabric, because there is no raw edges that we need to hold together. Once they get that together, we're going to just measure it, cut it in two, and it'll be as simple as instructing them to put one handle here, one here, and one there. And that's how the bag is going to go together. So again, we're going to do the outside, we're going to do the inside, we're going to do the handle, and we're going to minimize the sewing by doing some folding. So I hope this helps you with what's about to happen, and I know your ladies and all of them will just do awesome. They've been doing just great. Thanks. Bye-bye.